safety. Safety first. Safety in everything you do, not just about yourself. Also, the safety of those electrical appliances you use in your home are very important. In fact, they are as important as anything you can think of. It's easy for us to start blaming the products or the manufacturers. Be like, this China product self, and then the product will be like, this Nigerian man self. If only you know the safety measures that comes in using me as a product, I would have served you better. That's just on a lighter note. In today's video, we'll be talking about safety measures you need to put in place in using your home appliances to help them serve as they are designed to serve, or to help them serve the specification they are meant to serve, or let me put it in a better way, to give you a maximum performance that they are rated to give. So like for instance, that your television that you just bought and then you just installed and start using it, and then after a while you start discovering a kind of a problem, or the things start developing a kind of fault, and then the next thing is you start blaming the product, or you start blaming the manufacturers. The thing is that some of the time it's not actually, or it's not necessarily the fault of the product or the fault of the manufacturers. Many times it can be our ignorance as users. Yes, products have guides like safety guides or safety measures that you need to put in place to make sure that they are in good condition, because there are factors, or in manufacturing them, or when they are manufactured, there are certain modes they are meant to operate. There are certain ways they are meant to function. So to keep them safe, or for them to function as you want them, you need to understand the safety measures that are required to use them, so that you get the maximum function they are meant to give you. So let's go right into it. Safety in using your home appliances. But before we go into it, please, if you are new here, consider subscribing if you are not done so. If you have not done so, to help our YouTube channel grow, don't forget to press the notification bell so that you be the first to get our videos anytime we drop new amazing content. And then above all, your comment is very important to us, because it will help us to give you the best information you need. Like, when you give us feedback, we'll be able to know how to serve you better and give you better replies to, or better solutions to, whatever problem you need in your electrical appliances or using of electricity in your home. So let's go right into it. Safety number one. The first safety in using home appliances starts from when the supplies enter your home, like when the supply enters either from the pole if you're using NEPA lights, or from your generator if you are using gasoline generator, or from the inverter if you are using inverter. So the first safety measure starts from this point where the supply enters your house. That's where the safety starts. So in this safety point, or in this point now, the safety there is you have your cutout fuse, like after the wire from the pole, you have your cutout fuse, your circuit breakers, and the star blocks in your distribution box. So these are the safety factors that have been put in place. So in these ones that I've listed out now, my major focus is on the star blocks in your distribution box. So those star blocks are also known as circuit breakers as well, but they are circuit breaker with different current ratings. So if you check the circuit breakers, you will see different ratings on them. You can see 5 amp, 10 amps, 15 amp to 30 or 35 amps. That's current ratings. And then these different star blocks have different outlets where they can be connected to, because different appliances in your home have different current ratings, and then accordingly these current or these appliances are connected to different star blocks, like your outlets. You have your sockets. Let me use sockets for instance. You have socket that rate 10 amp sockets, 13 amp sockets, and 15 amp sockets, and other ratings of sockets now. So this your 13 amp socket, it should be connected to a star block that is within that range. And then when connecting your home appliances, it's very important that you know the outlets that have the range of the appliances you want to connect. Let's take for instance, if your appliance rates 10 amp, you know that you are not supposed to connect it to a 13 amp or 15 amp outlet. So it's very important that you know the outlets that suit every home appliances, so that you don't spoil them. Being ignorant of these things is the reason why you connect your hot plate or your cooker to a different outlet, or a particular outlet that is not meant for it, and then you see the sockets burning or the wires burning, and you know how disastrous this can be. That you plug, for instance, your hot plate in a particular socket and you see the socket melting inside. That's because that outlet is not meant for it, and it's not supposed to be so. So there are two things that can actually happen in this condition, like when you use the wrong outlet or the wrong rated outlet for your appliances. Two things can happen. It's that you damage the appliances because like excess current can flow to it, or you damage the wiring of the house because the rating of the appliance is higher than the rating of the outlet. So it can damage the wiring or the sockets that you plug it to, which can be very disastrous. So it's very important that you know the particular outlet that is meant for different appliances. You have your televisions, your refrigerators, your cookers, and different ratings of sockets and outlets are meant for them. So understand by knowing the specification of these appliances, and then know where they plug them at their appropriate outlets to avoid this damage they can cause. So that is safety number one. Safety measure number two. The second safety measure you need to put in place in using your home appliances is reading your user manual. Like, this is very important, and this is what most of us have always ignored. Like, you just get a product and then you start using it, and sometimes you use a prior knowledge of some of the maybe likely products you've used before, and that's what you are using to that's the knowledge you're using to operate the appliances. So it's important you read the user manual, because in the user manual, that's when you understand the specification of this product, you know the do's and don'ts of the product, you know how best they can be used and the condition that best suits their usage. Because when you abuse the conditions where they are meant to be used, or the way they are meant to be used, that's you can actually face problems in using them, and that will result you to blaming, because we always blame the manufacturers or blame the product of being a bad product, and we give different reviews of products not using them properly, and then it will not end up with. So it's very important, because sometimes you see appliances that maybe in using them you need an adapter or a step down system for plugging them or for using them in your home supplies. Maybe they are produced in a kind of place that uses a particular voltage range, and to use it in this in your part of in your own side, you will definitely need a step down or maybe a step up to use them. So without reading the user manual, you will start using these products. And one funny thing is that you can plug them at that instance and they start working. You assume everything is normal, like everything is going well, until they start developing faults. So it's best you check the user manual, check the conditions that they are meant to be used, and then make sure you use them as they are specified to use, because every appliances, everything have guides on how to use them. Even when God created you as a human, there are guides on how you should operate. So it's important you understand the operational principle of products via the user manual before you continue using them. That's safety number two. Safety number three. The third safety measures you need to put in place when using home appliances is use of voltage guides or voltage protection devices. Like, I know sometimes you still use the normal range of you still plug your appliances on the normal spot and everything, but you know, like sometimes electrical supplies might not be stable. Most of the time there can be surges, either under supply or oversupply, and that can cause damages to your electrical appliances. So it's important that you get a suitable voltage protector. Like, you have some that called voltage guide that you can use for your television, surge protectors, and then even your stabilizer is a voltage protecting device that you can use for appliances such as a refrigerator. Yes, stabilizer, you can use it for refrigerators, and then for voltage guides you can use it for your televisions. So let me give you an instance. There was a time we had a Samsung television in our parlor. It was using a voltage guide, and one of the days the voltage guide got damaged, like it got a burnt, something like that. So I wanted to watch television that day, so I had to like plug it directly. So I was using that, I think was working normally, but then I think after a day or two, I came to on the television, it was not working. And then that's when I discovered the importance of this voltage guide. And that's when I started studying to why the this thing got damaged. And that's why I'm telling you, so that you don't make the same mistake I made. Because if I had replaced that voltage guide, how much is voltage guide? You will never know how. You always think that these things are very expensive to afford, like getting a voltage guide or stabilizer. You think they are expensive until you damage these appliances that you should connect to them. That's when you know that things are actually expensive, because that television we were unable to repair it, like it was the what damage could not be fixed, and we had to replace the entire television. So you can see how dangerous it can be when you don't use a protecting devices for your appliances in at home. So very importantly, use a voltage guide or voltage protecting devices to protect your appliances from unseen damages or potential damages that can befall it. Then the fourth safety measure you need to put in place in using your home appliances is this: whatever you do not understand, please don't do it. Call people that are trained in that area of specialization. that they will do it for you. If you don't understand how to install, don't assume, just call, you get it fixed. It will cost you less in calling a professional to help you install appliances than doing it yourself and creating a time bomb in your home. So very importantly, call a professional to help you fix your or install your appliances. Don't assume. It's very important. Like this video, I'm going to send it to my neighbors, like very important. And I encourage you to also send it to your neighbors, those neighbors that used to do one or two things in their room and then have everybody's light disconnected, like just enter a room and do one thing that you don't know. Then everybody's light will now trip off. So make sure you send this video to your neighbor. I will also send it to my neighbor so that they will learn. Please, whatever you don't know, it's not your thing. Everybody has his area of specialization. If it's not your thing, please contact somebody that knows it best, because playing with things like this are actually very, like, it's just like I'm setting a time bomb. You will do something you don't understand, you don't know how it is done, you just assume, and then you do one thing and then everybody gets affected. Please learn to, and please, even if they cannot afford to hire people, you can even volunteer to just call somebody that will pay. It's safer like that. I'm being serious actually. So it's better you get a professional, pay for it, and then have your service done properly than trying to do try and error that will land you into big trouble in in the long run. So that is safety measure number 4. Then safety measure number 5, it's put down in the comment section below the safety measures you think are supposed to be added to the ones we've listed. So whatever safety measure you think that we should include that we've not included, we can see, or we will still update this video. So this video will be updated. So let's know the other safety measures that can put in place. You're actually helping people by putting down this comments on the comment section below, because a lot of people is going to see this to help them know the best way to use their appliances at home, to keep it safe, to keep the home safe, to keep the neighbors safe, to keep yourself safe, and to save you cost. So it's very important. Share this video, and please don't forget to comment on the comment section. Please do well to subscribe if you've not done so. Very important. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Thank you.